nice hands, drives and scores. Picked him off beautifully done.
What's up, Cardinal Nation? This is Noah with the daily announcements. The last day of Trimester 1 is Thursday, December 2nd. This will be a regular school day with no early release. Coon Rapids CRHS is raising money to make blankets for the Children's Minnesota Hospital in Minneapolis. We are excited to make the blankets, but need fleece or funds to purchase fleece. You can donate cash and bring it to the library or media center, or you can donate through our Venmo. Anyone who is part of the NHS will get 1 service hour for every $10 donation. Coon Rapids DECA will be hosting a competitive event, informational, on Wednesday after school in room 108. At the meeting, we will be introducing our competitive event program for the 2021 to 2022 school year. For more information about DECA, see Mr. Blumenberg. This week, career and college cafeteria visits will be the National Guard today, and next Tuesday will be the U.S. Army Reserves. Today lunch is chicken tenders to fritters. Well, that's all for the announcements today. This is Noah, and it's a great day to be a Cardinal.
Joe breaking down the fine points of gymnastics to Coach Habel as we preview the winter season. I know, I can't believe it either, Briley. Everyone wants some time in front of the camera, even if you have to trip over your teammate to get it. Sports Night is next.
And this is a season where they're going to have a lot of firsts. They got a new head coach, they've got a new attitude, and they're ready to go to the next level.
I really like him. He has pushed us hard, and he wants us to be good and do well, and he wants to get us prepared for everything, and he makes sure that we know that it's okay to make mistakes and that we just need to learn from them, and then he holds us accountable to our mistakes. And
there's a lot new to the Bluebirds program this year. First-year head coach Todd Gutterman gave everyone a fresh start and made it clear they would have to earn their ice time each and every day.
And I think that it pushes girls to want to try hard. During tryouts this season, I've never seen half these girls work as hard as they did because it was a clean slate for everyone, so no one had their spot. So everyone just went out there and worked, and I think that's how it is in practices too. Everyone just keeps wanting to get better.
Like I said, I'm impressed. It's a good group of girls. They're really, you can see the effort in practice. It's starting to carry over to some games here, so I'm just excited to keep working and see where it takes us.
Coach Gutterman is asking the Bluebirds to do a lot of new things. He's teaching them new skills, asking them to play a different style of hockey, and it's changing their attitudes towards every game.
I think he's great to the program. He brings a lot of great skills to it. We've been playing really aggressive, which I think is really good for the team. Everybody's adjusting really well, and I think he's going to continue to do good things. He has the mindset to bring to us that we can play our own game and not adjust to the other team.
That part is critical to the team's success, but we've already seen it early in the season. They forced a very fast Centennial team to play the Bluebirds game, and they forced the top 10 Cougars all the way to overtime. While they're happy with the start, they have areas they know they need to improve. At the top of the list is finding more ways to score, especially against those top-level teams.
We haven't been scoring at a fierce pace at all against anybody really right now. So it's just going to be the grinded out mentality and just get in front of the goalie and get some screens, some tips, some rebounds, get some of those ugly goals.
Everyone in the program is united in the same goal, being their best at the end of the season. The Bluebirds have never made it past the first round of sections, something they're confident they can correct this year.
I know, and I don't know if it's a mentality thing we have. I'm not sure. But I think we could definitely get there with this new coach. He pushes us to do things we haven't done and has taught us lots of new things that have been really useful.
He always says the state tournament isn't in November, it's in February, so we're going to work right now, and then it's time to win in January and February so we can get to St. Paul.
They return an experienced core. They have a talented group coming in, and they're playing a schedule that will give them a chance to get Cardinals hockey pointed in the right direction.
We're looking forward to seeing those, single A teams and having a little bit more of a competitive game, because obviously we had a little rough go last year with those highly skilled teams, those teams that were top 10 in state that we would frequently see. So this year, seeing those single A teams that we're definitely going to be able to put some pucks in the net, it's going to be really nice.
The Cardinals were winless last year, and the veterans aren't ready to forget. Instead, they'll use thoughts of last season to help drive them to a better future.
I think just understanding that last year happened and taking that more as motivation instead of reflecting back on it, using that to push us forward and understand that we can't repeat that and we have to be different this year.
And they have help moving forward. The sophomore group coming in is the first in Coon Rapids history to have played AA youth hockey. That means they come in a little more ready for the speed and skill at the varsity level.
Like the sophomores, they're awesome this year, and they have a lot of skill that they're bringing to the team, and they're returning guys as well. They're bringing a lot of chemistry, they're bringing a lot of leadership to the squad this year. I'm just really excited to see what everyone can do. Everyone's got their roles, and they're playing them really nice. So
the road will be far from easy. The non-conference schedule will help, but the Cardinals will also face their Northwest suburban foes, which includes 4 teams in the top 20. There's bound to be some growing pains, but they're confident they can be at their best when it matters most.
We have a really young group, so there's a lot of new playing style that they're going to have to get used to. We're going to take it one game at a time. They're going to get better each game. We're excited what we can do in February.
The Cardinals believe they'll be faster and more physical this season. They'll have more skill, more depth, and a better hockey IQ than they've had in years. But what they're most excited for is a return to normal. COVID protocols last year meant they missed out on a lot of what it means to be a team, and they're looking forward to coming together to meet the challenges of the season together.
All the team stuff, right? Having opportunities to be in the locker room, having team meals, taking team trips, having that really big culture building stuff. Last year it was all business. It was 10 minutes before, on, off, quick. We didn't get bus rides. We were all split up. Now this year we're actually going to get to hang out, start to build a team together, actually have that camaraderie, and I think that's the best part of this game, right, is having the team around each other and really just hanging out with all their buddies.
Cardinals had a great season last year, but they were hit incredibly hard by graduation. This year's squad is young, but still very determined to keep its strong tradition intact.
We've never had a losing season, number one. I'm pretty proud of that fact. And I knew this year coming back was going to be a challenge. We are young, but I have high expectations.
The Cardinals have their work cut out for them this season. They lost a dozen wrestlers to graduation, 6 that went to the state tournament, 5 finished All-State, and 1 was a champion. Now the pressure is on the returning veterans to keep the Cardinals' tradition alive.
It puts a lot, having to step up to the plate that they left and having to grow our team without a lot of the older classmen.
Adding to their challenges, the numbers are down this season. Cardinals started with just 26 athletes when they typically have around 40. Still, they're confident they can be a contender this year.
We're a very young team this year, but I think we got some good athletes. It's gonna take a little, we have a really good coaching staff, I think. I think we'll take each kid one at a time and try to work on whatever their strengths are and try to make it match what they're doing on the mat.
The Cardinals know the season will be a grind. They'll see some of the best teams in Minnesota. While they are younger and less experienced than in years past, the key to taking the fight to their opponents is simple.
Just work hard, stay as one team, and just like our slogan this year is show up, so we just got to show up and work hard.
If we can keep pushing harder and harder and show that we can do it, I feel like we could take off those ranked kids. Those teams, they're nothing compared to us. If we work hard in the wrestling room with the coaches we have, we can do it.
The Cardinals have never shied away from competition, and they're not about to start now. They'll see a highly ranked Hastings squad in their tournament this weekend, and 3 section teams are in the top 20 to start the year. The Cardinals may be young and inexperienced, but they're ready to do the work and hoping to take some teams by surprise.
we're gonna lace them up and throw them out there, and each night we're gonna battle. And
the Cardinals are incredibly young this season, and it took quite an effort from the veterans to ensure they'd be able to compete. Now they're on a mission to get everyone up to speed and ready from the start.
We don't have very much time to get ready, so we just got to get cracking right from the beginning.
This was a season that almost didn't happen for the Cardinals gymnastics. They only had 7 girls sign up to start, so the veterans made a push at the middle school and were able to more than double their numbers.
I was a little concerned. There was definitely a big push to get more people on the team, especially with like some of the neighboring schools, and just they're struggling with numbers a lot, but we've been very fortunate to have 17 girls come out so far, and so we've got a good number now.
A couple of other local programs weren't so lucky and didn't have enough athletes to field a team this season. Now, the focus is on helping all the new girls get up to speed as quickly as possible.
It's because a lot of them are new and have never done gymnastics before, so it's like a whole new world for them basically, so it kind of just showing them stuff and working their way up to being able to actually compete.
The captains have been impressed with the additions early on, and they know what it's like to be in their shoes. So they're bending over backwards to make them feel welcome and show them that this sport has something for everyone.
Each event has something special, so it's like you get to like present yourself in different ways, so you get to show your personality on each event, and it's really nice.
Get tough, come out, finish, finish.
Most of all, the Cardinals want to make sure the new girls enjoy their time with the team, both in and out of the gym. After all, they're pretty much saved this season by showing up, and they'll be the backbone of the program moving forward.
Your team is really like a family, and I really feel like for a lot of these kids, it's just a place for them to belong and for them to be a part of something. And I think that going forward, they're just a great group of girls who work hard, who have a good chemistry together, and they're just having fun.
Cardinals returned all but 2 players from last year's squad that made a run all the way to the section championship. Now they're looking to go one step further and believe they have the players to do it.
Individually, most talent I've had in my 9 years.
The Cardinals got hot at the right time last season, scoring upsets over Blaine and top seed Andover before falling short in the section title game. That improbable run is now a huge motivator for the veterans, hoping to be the first Coon Rapids team to make it state in nearly 40 years.
Oh, it's our season motto, is one more step. So that's something that is it's ingrained in all of our heads. All of our returning juniors, even some of the sophomores last year that are juniors now, that will probably get some minutes this year, they see that, and that gym, that hostile environment that we went up to is just something that we really want to get back to and get just one more step past it. So it's really a fuel to our fire.
The Cardinals spent the offseason working together, getting better and getting stronger. They did everything they could to make sure they'd be ready to live up to their potential.
During the summer and fall, we really came together because we played a lot of preseason. We told our coaches to find us more preseason leagues for us to join in. So I feel like we'll be really ready to play.
The Cardinals lost 2 very strong leaders who manned the point last season, but what they return is very exciting. They have size, they have skill, and most importantly, they have determination.
They came in ready to go. All of them came in shape, ready to go on the year. Mentally, they're locked in and ready. And then the important thing, because beyond the seniors, we're actually pretty young. We have a lot of sophomores in this group, a couple freshmen. Their ability to communicate with guys so far has been very impressive.
The Cardinals are one of the early season favorites in their section, but nothing will come easy. There are a couple of teams in the Northwest Suburban ranked in the state's top 5, and their non-conference schedule has some very difficult opponents as well. Still, they're confident they can play with anybody in the state.
I think we match up pretty well with them. We got a lot of length and athleticism this year, and we got some really skillful guys too, so we should match up well against them.
1, 2, 3.
This is a very strong senior class, and they've been working for this season since they were very young. Now it's their time to show what they can do.
But what I look forward to the most is these guys doing their very best to be the very best they're capable of becoming, and just to live this journey.
The Cardinals will be a very different team than it was a year ago. They lost a big group to graduation, but they hope this new squad will have the right pieces to take the program to the next level.
Always good to get the season going.
I think that we're the total opposite of last year. Last year we had a lot of height. This year we don't have a lot of height. So we're going to have to try to use that to our advantage.
The Cardinals returned just one player that saw significant time last year. But what they lack in experience, they make up for with enthusiasm and effort.
I've seen a lot better than I really expected. Since last year we lost a ton of seniors. I was expecting not really that much girls to show out, but we have a lot of really good underclassmen coming up, stepping up to the plate, and just really working hard.
The Cardinals didn't have a lot of success last year, but they were able to pull off an upset in the first round of the playoffs. The key for that team was their 3 bigs. Now, 2 of the 3 are gone. Jenny Tomboy is the lone returner. She was the team's leading scorer, and she has the opportunity this season to reach a major milestone.
I'm really excited to hopefully hit my 1,000th point this year, because my goal is, I have a lot of goals for this season, just playing together as a team has to be the biggest thing. Just being the best captain I could possibly be for these girls around me, just building a whole big community with all of them.
Everyone in the gym is committed to one goal, getting this team to reach its potential. They know it'll be a rough road, but they believe the result will make all the work worthwhile.
The thing I look forward to is the challenge of a new team each year, and trying to see how we can get the most out of them, how we can make them connect, get that culture going, getting them to believe in themselves, and setting high expectations for themselves.
With such a young squad, it may take a little while for them to get fully up to varsity speed. Still, they're confident they have enough skill to be competitive. And if they work hard, stay strong, and keep smiling, success will follow.
That it's more mental than it is physical, and I feel like that's what it is in life too. My coach always says, don't let the circumstances affect your attitude, let your attitude affect your circumstances. And I really feel like that's a big lesson, not only on the court, but in real life. You just always have to be positive, no matter what the score is, no matter what's thrown your way. Just stay positive and have fun.